How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for Farm Simulator 22 on the mod map Hillibee Creek. We're going to start with a description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to Hillibee Creek, pronounced Hillibee, is a world in its own where you are in charge of your own future. Starting in New Farmer, you have to make the choice to being a farmer or logger right off the bat. With minimum equipment furnished for you at the start, you can sell off your unused equipment to buy more of the desired career choice. Whether you decide to become the best logger or farmer in the world, there is still plenty to do and explore." Features: 105 farmlands, 35 fields, 5 self-owned fields in New Farmer, numerous production setups, train circles half of the map for logs and grain products. In order to sell grain from the storage silo of the train, it must be loaded onto truck and transported to sell point. Train wood yard has invisible sell point under shed, so when train passes through it, it sells instantly. Several 1,000 acres of farming and logging, custom owned cow pasture in New Farmer. Custom sell point located at sawmill just for boards and furniture. A couple of creek crossings that aren't listed on the map. Stone quarry in the back center of the forestry area. For any bugs, reports, or feedback, please contact us on our Facebook page. There's been several changes to this map, and we're going to start with the big one, 1.0.0.1, and it says, "New save is needed. Added more farmlands, total of 105. Added sleep trigger to starting farm and made entire map sellable. Also separated land from forestry land. Replaced gate on farm 2. Removed random light fixtures and unused buildings by sell all. Replaced spruce trees that were losing collisions and correct tree heights. Made entire town functional to productions and sellables. Added pedestrians, traffics, and AI spline. Added lights around town. Made storage silo placeable. Made truck and trailer at workshop own and sellable. Made all fields individually buyable and sellable. Made large buildings by train wood points sellable. Moved mailboxes away from road. Make road buyable. Updated stone quarry ground texture and added lights. Added another creek crossing. Added street lights to neighborhood and porch lights. Added sidewalks. Added in-game collectibles. Made an area where you can cut down trees, and all trees on certain type will delete off the map." Then there's changelog 1.0.0.2. New save game required. Corrected production points in town so they are usable. Then changelog 1.0.0.3. New save optional. Will replace cut down trees. Updated overview PDA. Removed shortcuts that was glitching to deleting a large number of trees. And then lastly, changelog 1.0.0.4. New save required. Removed all the small trees in the wooded area and added new trees. Added 3 hardwood planted areas. Added wood container sell point to the sawmill with a sign to show where it is. Sawmill land must be purchased to use the sawmill or wood container sell points in start from scratch. This map was created by Gamer Designs and is 210.63 megabytes to download. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. There are no mods required for this map, and what do we start out with? Well, quite a bit, actually. You can see. We start out with farmlands number 1, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 14, 88, 54, 49, 52, 87. So quite a bit to start out with. You can purchase all parts of the map. We do start out with animals. As you can see, we do have a cow pasture, and it has some animals already in it. Contracts are available. Productions, we have several of them to start out with, as you can see. And collectibles are available, 100 of them to be precise. As for mods specific to this map, there's nothing under the buy mode, but under build mode. If we take a look under sheds, you can see We do have sheds here. Under silos, we do have a silo there. Nothing under silo extensions. We do have a couple of containers right here. And then nothing under the tools or farmhouses. Under productions and factories, you can see we do have a biofuels production. We will be showing that one off later. And nothing under selling points. We do have under greenhouses, though. A large greenhouse that's modded. And then nothing under orchards or generators. Under animals, we do have one here under cows, but nothing under the rest of the headers here. Nothing under decorations, and nothing under landscaping. So, we do start here at the starting farm, so let's take a look at our starting equipment. Under the buy menu, here under owned items, under small tractors, we have the Buer 6105. Under medium tractors, the John Deere 7810. Large tractors, the John Deere 7R 290. Trucks, the Mack Superliner 6x4. Harvesters, the John Deere T560. Forestry equipment, we have the Rotna H21D as well as the F20D, so you have the harvester and forwarder. Under cars, we have the Mahindra Retriever and a Lizard Pickup 1986. Trailers, we have a Load King Distinction Triple Hopper as well as the Crampy Half Pipe HP20. We have the John Deere header for our harvester. We have a plow for the Pottinger Servo 25. Under cultivators, the Lemken Carrot 12500 KUA. Power harrows, the K-Brand HR 4040. Seeders, the K-Brand Venta 4030. Planters, the Lemken Azuret 9. And then forestry equipment, we have the Kessler 144ND. So starting here at the farm, let's take a look. Right behind us is our sleep trigger. Oh, let's bring up the map there. And then around the backside over here, we have a fuel tank right there. Then back here, we have our starting silo. Right here. Now, not a whole lot going on at the farm per se. You got several fields to start out with and a little bit of equipment. But other than that, you're pretty limited as to what you start out with. Your truck here, as you can see, is very, very much broken. It's all the way down on the repairs. But that's alright. So from here, whoa, took out that mailbox. I didn't like that mailbox anyways. That neighbor's kind of rude. Anywho, coming around the corner here over this little bridge, so right in here, this is your starting cow pasture. As you can see, 25 total cows. You do start out with 20. Water here, feed here, milk here. Because it is a pasture though, you will not get slurry or manure. Let's see, so heading over in this direction. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop right here. And over here, this is our semi-truck, by the way, with the trailer. You do have a repair trigger right here. And then across the street, we have our debris crusher right here. We have a dairy right here. And that we do own. We have our wardrobe trigger right there and a tailor shop right there. Behind us we have our grape processing unit right here. Again, all these we already own right off the bat, so nothing that we have to do in regards to that. Across the street there we have the fast food restaurant sell points in the back here, as well as the supermarket sell point also in the back. From there From there, we have the gas station right here. And then across the street, we have the bakery. Again, you own this one. And then over here, the oil mill. Right here, that you also own. So all the kind of base in-town stuff you start out with. It's actually rather nice. Now we got to go over around back here. And directly in front of me is the animal dealer. Now, this trigger, you can come here and purchase your animals directly, but if you do come here to purchase animals without a animal trailer, you will be assessed a delivery fee. And for animals, the bigger they are, the more you're paying to have them delivered. Cows, $100 a head every single time. You can see here, $100 for the adults, $80 for the mid, and $50 for the babies. And you can see $100 a cow, that can add up pretty quick. But you can also purchase your animals from your actual placed pens and pastures. If you do that, you still incur that delivery fee. To avoid that delivery fee, though, bring an animal trailer to this location, load into it, and then deliver the animals yourselves. You save that money. So very, very nice, easy way to be able to save $1. Over here, gonna cut through all this. Over here is the shop trigger, as you can see right there. And from here, what we need to do is take a look at the map and see where we've been and what we've seen. So we started here at our starting farm. Went up to see the gas tank as well as the silo here at the farm. Came out, went all the way around, saw the cow pasture. Came here through town. We saw the debris crusher, the repair trigger, the dairy, the grape processing unit, the tailor shop, fast food restaurant, supermarket, gas station, bakery, oil mill, animal dealer, shop trigger, and that brings us to here. If we purchase farmland number 53 for $9,176, you can see something appears. It is the carpentry. And now we own the carpentry. Let's see, so from here what we need to do, we need to take a look at the map again. So from here, what we're going to do is we need to purchase some farmland. We need to go out and purchase, where is it? Here we go. Farmland number 2. Now the reason you need to purchase farmland number 2 is I'm gonna show you something here real quick before we do it. If you like to use triggers to kind of teleport places, you click on this rent train point right here. You click X. Well, you go back here. Wait, what? Alright, this wasn't happening before. This was not happening before. So I would click the trigger to come here and it would teleport me to here. Let's see if that does it again. Hold on. So you purchase farmland number 2 for $60,496. Now I'm kind of flabbergasted at this point. By doing that, you start seeing these triggers pop up. Now, let's see. Rent train. No. Rent train. That is so weird. It literally was teleporting me here for no reason whatsoever. It's so weird. Rent train trigger is over here. You also now own this silo, which allows you to put in and out of your train. So that is pretty slick. Now what we need to do from here is teleport back. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We got to go back up to here to show this. So let's go ahead and run over there real quick. It's just on the north side of all these fields. You do own one of the fields right over there. You can see it coming into view. That is a Karma 16 silo. It is one of the silos that only holds seed and mineral feed. So we keep going over here. And there you go. Karma 16. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and teleport to my truck. There we go. And from here, let's see. I feel like I missed something. Ah, nope, not yet. Alright. So, if we take a look at the map again, we purchased farmland number 10 for $8,304. Super cheap. You now have the biofuel production. This is your biogas plant. This is actually really interesting. Take a look at that. Look at all those inputs that you can put into your biogas plant. So just to do the quick walkthrough, inputs for solids here, liquids inputs here, liquid outputs right there, aka digestate. Come in here, check it out. You can put in grass, potatoes, silage, slurry, manure, sugar beets cut, canola, sunflowers, corn, wood chips, and check out what you get out of all this. You have recipes, and some of them include diesel, some of them include DEF. That's really cool. Digestate. You have your silage here that'll only produce sellable digestate. No diesel, no DEF. Slurry, again, same thing. Manure, same thing. Sugar beets cut, the same thing. But you have canola here. This will produce everything, including the diesel and DEF. You also have sunflowers, corn, and wood chips. That's pretty sweet. That is actually really sweet. So let's hop in here. Coming into the back area over here, this is the sell all trigger right here, or sell all sell point with a wood sell trigger right there. And around the front side here, you have another sell point. Okay, so now need to take a look at the map one more time. So we were here at the biogas plant. We then came over here. We need to look for number 58, which is all the way up here. We need to purchase this. So you take a look and see there's only a rent train trigger here. We purchased this for $23,416, which we do not have enough. So let's borrow some money. Okay. There we go. Now you can see a couple more pop-ups. So let's go ahead and head out to that area over there. I think it's this way. And over here. And then across the tracks, you do have, whoa, yeehaw, nope, didn't mean to go across the tracks. You do have the rent train point right there, yeehaw, oh my goodness, what's going on? So now we're going to head all the way out to the corner over here. And now you can see your train silo right there. You can actually load in and out of your train at that point there. Train rental point right there. Cross over. And you're in and out with your trailers are right there. So now at this point, need to go ahead and backtrack a little ways. Oops. Looking at my notes. Okay. So now we're approaching this intersection again. There goes the train. Come around this way. Okay, so at this point, now that we're back here in town, let's go ahead and take a look at the map. We were up here. We came all the way back and around here. Now we need to purchase the next land, which is farmland number 55. That is right over here for $26,644. You can see now you have several new triggers that pop up. So let's go ahead and head out that way. We're just going to cut through here because this will get us down where we need to get to. Heading around this corner. Okay. Now we're rapidly approaching our next point of interest. Make a right here. Another right. There we go. So here is the sawmill. As you can see, we already purchased the land, so it is available for us to use. Wood cell trigger here. Wood cell point is right here with your outputs right here. No, I'm sorry, outputs here. So you can load onto your wood cell trigger is right here. Outputs right here. Wood chip output right there. Over there you have a fuel tank right here, and then over here this is a cell point. This is the wood board and furniture cell point right here. Now the next part that we're going to look at the map for I thought was really interesting because I've never actually seen a map do this. So you kind of got a taste for it right there. There was a cell point that was actually hidden on a specific location. You had to purchase the land in order for the cell point to become available. But the next one we're looking for is farmland number 21, which is right here. Well, there you go. You have the new cell point that just popped up. Let's go take a look at that one. Like I said, that's kind of the first time I can think of where that's actually been a thing. Where you had to purchase the land in order to have access to the cell point. And here it is, right here. This is the GCHB grain elevator. And now we need to take a look at farmland number 18, which is right here. So you can see a couple of areas right here. If we purchase this for $42,380, you now have a couple of triggers here. This kind of sawmill looking area here. Train rental point right there. It's raining in the background. Don't know if you can hear it. I hope not. But right here, this is interesting. This, come up to the sign here, and it says train wood yard. Train sells wood here. So if you drive this train across this covered awning right here full of wood, automatically sells it, and you're good to go. And now lastly is kind of just more of a quick trip and a point of interest on the map. It's nothing in particular. It's like super duper special or anything like that, but something I wanted to kind of just show you to make sure that you saw. Am I going? I'm going this way. Yes, this way. Okay. Just so you all could see it, because it's actually kind of an interesting point on the map, and I would argue offers you a third direction in how you can approach this map. Because at the beginning in the description it said, and a couple of your starting equipment is right there too, because you do own the forestry over here. But the starting description read that you have two paths, either being a farmer or being a logger. Well, I'm going to argue that you have a third path. And once we get over there, you're going to see why I say that. So real cool rock cliff here. You have the bridge right there. We're going to go up this giant hill. Waterfall off to our left. Very nice. Gonna go up the hill here. And now we're gonna follow this kind of trail. Now be careful because the trees get awfully close to the road path here. So if you got some big equipment or you got a big tractor with some dualies on it, it's gonna be a little difficult. Pay attention where you're going, slow down a little bit because in the end it'll be worth it. So keep on going, keep on going. Yeehaw, here we go. This is the quarry. What's really cool about this is they got those stadium lights right up there. So this whole area is lit up very nicely at night. But look at all these stones. This is your third option. If you go out and install a lime production point or something, you can come here, work the quarry, get all this stone up, and then you can have your own lime production, your own lime company or whatever. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You got, look at all this stone, and then you got a big giant pile of them way over here. Look at all that. Look at, just, it's tons and tons and tons of stone to be used. And yeah, I think that's your third option. Anyways, now is time to render my opinion. What do I think of this map? Well, one thing I've been kicking around in my head is, do I give this kind of the altered rate as I do for forestry maps? A small part of me says yes, a small part of me says no, and here's why, is that there's 30 plus fields on this map. There's quite a few. This isn't strictly a forestry map. This is kind of a hybrid, and you know, I'm kind of saying this all out loud now, and I kind of think that I should kind of remove that discount or that kind of grading curve for the forestry map, because yes, there is a huge chunk of the map, possibly even the majority of the map, that's covered in trees. That, sure, that can be argued, but there's so much going on in the way of arable land that really doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take away that grading curve, and I'm going to judge it based on just a normal map. So what I like about this map are the color palettes, the color palettes, the ability to kind of make this entire map your own. You have your own quarry that you can, oh, and the quarry, that's what I meant to do. Coming down here, if you purchase the quarry, it's farmland number 47 and $40,000. So it's dirt cheap to purchase the quarry. Okay, but anyways, the color palette, the nice, awesome undulations that you got back here. This is almost like Silver Run Forest before Silver Run Forest was cool kind of vibes here. The large shift in undulations and all that stuff. And then you've got kind of the little waterfall over here with the huge cliff face and switchback roads. Like, it's got a lot of really cool elements, but there's also some things that kind of are kind of a little off-putting as well. So the way that the town is kind of laid out with all the productions and stuff, it's not that it's necessarily bad or anything. It's just, I don't know. It's like, you know what? I can't even put my finger on what it is about it that's kind of off-putting, but I don't know. It's just weird. It's just something about it that just is, I don't know. You know what? Let me backtrack just a little bit. Ignore the whole thing about the town. Ignore that. But the kind of hybrid of, we have all these production points kind of showing, and then having the places where you have to buy them. You had the area here for the carpentry, the sawmill, and the wood, or I'm sorry, the GCHB grain elevator. And again, I've never seen a sale point where you actually had to purchase the land before it popped up on your map. That is weird. That's definitely a thing that's kind of off. But at the same time, it gives you the freedom to really kind of choose what it is you want to do. You don't have a lot of starting equipment either way to do anything. So, I mean, you do get a kind of a choice, and that's actually really cool. This map also is so, uh, like, you do have a lot of undulations out in this side of the map, but they're so gentle. I shouldn't say gentle, but it's not like so extreme like on Silver Run Forest that you couldn't necessarily do something down here after clearing out some of the forest, which is really nice. Being able to do that is a huge thing, and utilizing the land after it's been cleared is kind of a win, in my opinion. But yeah, all in all, I think what I would give this map is probably around a 3.5. Probably around a 3.5. It's a little bit better than average, but just a little bit. Um, but I do like the fact that it's very customizable. It's a good map in the way of color palette. It's got some cool, beautiful features like this kind of cliff face right here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of positive things to it. It's just that I don't know. It's kind of kind of left me longing. I can't exactly put my finger on as to why. I don't know. It's, if I can figure out why I feel the way that I feel, because I can't really articulate as to why, I will write it down in a comment or in the description as to what it is specifically. But as of right now, it's just that kind of, I don't feel the spark that I get with some maps that really are uh, prevalent when it's a map that just kind of hits every little thing. And this one just doesn't do that for me. So, well, anyways, all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. That being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.